We are going to be moving on to our second place. I mean, we say second place, who we think will be second in the running order. And that is going to be Slovenia. And Slovenia will be represented by Ana Soklič with this song Amen, not the Austrian one. And if you haven't heard Amen, have a listen here.
You can tell us an amen. Hallelujah, we're glorious. Hallelujah, the day is Lord.
I am not a huge fan of this song. I really appreciate that Anna is a fantastic vocalist, and I've seen quite a few people say this could be a shock qualifier because juries may really pull this through. However, I can't personally see it. I also noticed that Anna kind of promised us something totally different from Voda, and the song shows off Anna's vocals more, but I think it's still like pretty ballady. I don't think it's like objectively a bad song. It's not bad. Like there are elements of this that are good, but ultimately I can't see this doing very much at Eurovision. But hey, the juries may surprise us, and I think she will be a qualifier for the juries. However, I don't see her finishing very high in even the tally vote at all. I could even see her maybe finishing last. Maybe there's one other song that could finish below her, and we will talk about that in this episode. So yeah, but I definitely think this is not a qualifier, and yeah, I'm just not a fan. But I do appreciate Anna's vocals, so there is that going for it. It's not a complete lost cause.
There are some elements of this song that I really like. I really like Jazzy's already said, Anna's vocals are the standout aspect of this song. I also really like the sort of instrumentation. I love the choral aspects of things. Like I've said before, I used to be a choir singer, so I like that sort of thing. It makes me happy. But I do feel like in a semi-final that is so strong, I do not think this will get through. And I think probably the biggest barrier for me, and something that I said, I think when I gave my first reaction to this, is that I think the fact that the lyrics have such heavy religious Christian connotations that I think that could be very alienating for a lot of probably Eurovision's core audience. And I'm speaking from the perspective of somebody who is a very secular person in a fairly secular country, and I know that's not necessarily going to be the same in other countries across the EU, and we've already seen some religious controversy over some of the songs that are appearing this year. So I think there are some audiences where this could really resonate, but I also think there are a lot of people who might feel very alienated by this, and I can't see how this could win them over, really. And again, there are just so many strong, incredible, powerful songs in this semi-final as a whole. It's such a shame after Voda, because Voda was gorgeous, but this is also gorgeous, but it's not going to click, I don't think.
Yeah, I think the problem with Slovenia is, Amen was the first, was the 14th song to be released for Eurovision, and that was literally at the end of February. And, up until that point, we had a lot of hard hitters already released. We had Ukraine, we had Lithuania, we had Israel as well. That was kind of challenging at the time. We had France as well, and everyone was still somewhat hyping this song up, but I do think as time has gone on, people have kind of just forgotten about Slovenia, which is kind of a shame. Mostly just because, the song is incredibly powerful, and, Anna sells the song so well, and I'm so happy to see that she's back. I'm so happy to see that she's singing a song that she's proud of. She's co-written. It has a very gospel feel to it, and I will not lie that, you know, it's a very interesting sort of style, like in terms of a musical perspective. I just don't see this hitting really, really hard. I don't see it making a big impact. Unless the staging really knocks it out of the park. To me, this is a little bit of a non-qualifier. I don't want to say that it's last in its semi-final because obviously, you know, things can change. I would maybe put it maybe between 12th and 14th. Because as much as, you know, Rosie was saying to do with, oh, you know, we are in a secular country-ish, there are going to be people who will who this will appeal to. So I do see that they may vote quite heavily for it, but I don't know whether or not it would be enough to get into the final. So I'm thinking that it might not qualify, which is a shame because, you know, Anna is a fantastic singer. We've seen it before in Eurovision home concerts and in EMA last year as well. So I feel very sorry for her, but yeah.